When Women Speak and New Jersey Poetry Events presents
When People Speak, poetry and conversation with pop-up poetry guests. Our pop-up poetry lineup will be
So what's next, James?
Yeah, next up to plate, we have the phenomenal Kiara Marie.
Kiara. All right.
Excellent.
Hey, Kiara.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
We're doing fine. This is another North poet. Yeah, snap it up for the North poets.
You know, I
Kiara was.
gotta get used to y'all calling me that. In my head, I'm still new here. I gotta get used to this.
Well, you're good. You're good. It's all good, Kiara. Just as a side note, Kiara, Malcolm, and I, and a couple other people were part of North Poets. We did a couple of performances, as I stated earlier. But Kiara comes to us with her own bio. Her bio is Kiara is a North-based poet originally from Chicago. She's graduating from Morgan State University, and her studies in graduate is focused on criminal justice. She has a master's of social work from Long Island University, Brooklyn. Her poetry discusses various issues ranging from gender and community violence to political concerns and personal transparency. She began writing poetry at the young age of 7. She used her art as a means of healing and activism. And she is passionate about what she does. And I'm ever so grateful for her gracing our stage here at When People Speak. So, Kiara, I'm going to leave. I'm going to let you have this stage all to yourself. And then I'll be back to talk to you. So will James.
You celebrate me for my renewal as if you weren't a factor of my ruin. Telling me praises and pride as if you never looked at me with fire after I burned you. I burned in you. I burned with you. And together we sunk deeper than the depths of our collective depression. Sunk as if falling in love was a reasonable option, knowing that Black hearts love breed off the cold. Breathe in sleep from the mixing of rain and frozen wind and seep ice water through our veins. But still, you say I'm amazing. You call me majestic as if God wasn't notorious for using the sick, shut-in, and murderers to prove himself before his murderers. But his plan meant that we had to meet, had to break each other's hearts to build his intentions manifest. So yes, you love me. You see me in your dreams and in the middle of your day. You pray for me when you feel weak. You lay with me and watch me sleep. You stay with me, but could never humble off your feet. Could never bow your body to meet me. Could never see me how I see me, and you don't see how bad I fight to hold on to me because you can't let go. But have you ever held on to ice with your bare hands? Stared into the beauty of the frozen water and watched as the light from the ice crystals reflect the light around it? No. No, you are too busy staring at me. At whatever beauty you believe me to be, watching as I reflect light. You don't even feel me freezing your fingers. Your flesh begs you to let me go, even though your mind can't get past me because I am just so shiny. And before you know it, we are frozen. Should have never had our bodies in contact, and now you're frozen in my time and I'm less bright. The shadow of your hand blocking out my light, I can't shine with you here. And then despite your love for me, I melted to become new. See, everything must find change or else it'll be stuck and stagnant. So yes, you love me. You see me in your dreams and in the middle of your day. You pray for me. You lay with me and you stay with me. But how much can you possibly love me if you are begging me to stay? Take delight in watching as I melt, to then find fury when I grow flowers. Ice water. watching Black bodies be beautiful, bruised, and brutalized. Now is not the time to be quiet. Don't talk about a cradle to the grave when the cradle is the grave, hosting sleeping Black bodies. We sit around suicidal soldiers in a wretched war zone. Our destiny can't manifest to destruction, even though democracy didn't do a thing for me. We talk about two evils as if someone has confined us to two political abominations. Just do your research. But to the abolitionists who fought for me, with love to the runaway slaves who fought to be free, I become modern day abolitionists to free modern day wage slaves pent up in penitentiaries and in archives. New Negroes know nothing about Combahee River or the Combahee River Collective. Don't abandon your history, folks. There is more to our culture than sneakers and black jokes. Let's be revolutionary, not reckless. But either way, check this. Because you tell me that my life matters, but where's the worth? Sandra Bland wasn't worth about $500,000. But you want to tell a girl 14 not to avoid police as if her whole life negativity wasn't a thing. But you let some white man shut up the scene, mental illness, yeah, that's all routine. Meanwhile, we trap our young queens acting like their Black ain't beautiful enough. Who? But wait, in 2010s, America is post-racial. Just look at all of our things. We found a Black president, and everyone loves our culture, but half the time they can't figure out if they want to play hawk or vulture. And all the brothers want new J's, hitting the J, and I know they're headed for the J-A-I-L. The school to prison pipeline, brother, it is real. What you think they're gonna do when they can't keep a slave? Building new institutions based on third grade test scores? And the cure for cancer could have been kept in Cabrini Green until respectable folk killed the dream. Ain't no three-piece suit gonna save you. But yet and still, I leave you with this one last thing. Because beautiful brother, there is bounty on your back, but you won't cash in. They made you hate you, then name you. Talk about that which they gave you, and then tell you to forget what made you? I mean, shit. Lauren said, how you gonna win a grand right within? And then Beyonce said, bitch, bow down. But I can't bend my back because I won't let my crown fall. But you know, it was never a secret. My Black has always made you follow and stare. But for me, I can't wait for America to care. Thank you.
I'm snapping, I'm clapping, I'm jumping for joy. I like you spit some fire there. You burnt up a lot of places. You burnt into people's hearts. I can't tell you, the hearts are running up the Facebook live stream. It says spit girl, jail, test scores. So damn true. School to prison pipeline. Wow, snaps. Bring it, girl, spit girl. I can't shine for you. Power of those words, the imagery.
Thank you.
Yes, Kiara. Yes. Fire. Total professionalism. When you come to When People Speak, this is what you get. Top line poets. You better bring it, girl. You better bring it.
Look, I just want to make one quick correction, Mama. I got my undergrad from the illustrious Morgan State University. I am in grad school now at LIU Brooklyn studying forensic social work. But thank you so much.
Snap it up. The power of that. Thank you. Educated woman, poet. I love it all. Beautiful, everything. I just have no more words. James, help me. I'm flabbergasted.
I'm no stranger to Kiara. She knows I'm going to say this. So this year's Patterson Poetry Festival, both tied.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
And
you tied twice, brother. It's cool.
Look, you know, I was sweating. I'm not gonna lie, I was sweating. Her first poem, I mean, I'll never forget. I was like, "Oh, I'm in trouble."
Yeah, she does do that to people.
Yeah, just a powerhouse of talent, words, performance. Yeah, you're definitely the future, and we're happy to have you and claim you. I know you come all the way from Chicago, but claiming you, Jersey.
Most definitely. Hey, Kiara.
Yes, ma'am.
What is a forensic social worker? What is that?
Essentially, that is just a really, really, really cool way to say that I am studying currently to begin work as a social work, so services with court-involved individuals. I guess my pathway, if you want to call it, I want to work with court-involved youth specifically. And so I am currently in an internship working with youth who have been affected by gun violence at my current place of employment. I work at a residential treatment facility with adolescent males. So basically, this is all to say that it's working with people from the social work perspective. So doing, like potentially, rehabilitation services, helping with in and out services, people who are on the way to an incarcerated place or on the way home from, again, that place.
So I want to personally thank you. I want to personally thank you for that work. It's much needed out there. We have so many that are affected. We need you. And like every poet here has shown that they have a feel for humanity, and I can appreciate you. Thank you so much, Kiara.
Thank you. Thank you for this space. I so much appreciate you all.
You're welcome. Come again.
Of course. Thank you. Take care.
And you too can follow Kiara Marie on Instagram at Kiara Marie _ the poet. So check her out, see what she's up to. Phenomenal poet. Just a pleasure to have you on When People Speak.
Of course.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your space. Thank you.
You're welcome. So there's a guest out in the audience, Cheryl McIver, who's saying she's a social worker as well. Cheryl, I hope you picked up Kiara's information. Maybe you guys can connect since your work is very, very similar, if not the same thing. Thank you for shouting her out for her tremendous job that she's doing in our community. Black people rock. Yes, we do. Let's talk about Pulsar.
Yes.
Can you multitask over there? You director, you? Let's talk about Pulsar. We can give her a chance to get her technology together.
Definitely. So why don't we just go to this promo? So you'll can experience what Pulsar, a little bit of what Pulsar is all about, and support. Always support the artist. So check it out.
It was a cold, cold night in the middle of nowhere in no man's land, and I can barely see my hands in front of my face. When I came upon the place I never seen before, then suddenly out of the dark I was immersed in lights, bright lights, and a figure walked right up to me. He said, "I bring you greetings, black man," and I couldn't believe that this came from an alien, but I took in the moment.
Yeah, that was powerful. Hey, what is that? What Pulsar? That's kind of like sci-fi. Is that Lovecraft stuff?
Definitely taking you to a whole nother universe on album.
Yeah.
It was a phenomenal experience creating this project. It's definitely a concept album. It's poetry meets spoken word meets hip hop, jazz, R&B, and even a little roots reggae on there too. So I got something for everybody. So check it out. I know you're gonna love it. But enough about me. We want to get back to this show, and next up to bat is the wonderful and talented and star herself, Jesslyn Blue. So,
Hey, Jess.
Hey, peace, greetings and salutations.
Hey, sis, how you doing?
Good, excellent. Happy to be here.
Yes, we're happy.
Great talent.
Yes, it's phenomenal. We're happy to have you. Yeah. So, James, can you tell our audience a little bit about Jesslyn?
Most definitely. Jesslyn Blue is the multi-talented artist from Neptune, New Jersey.
Ooh.
South Jersey.
Yes.
That's South Jersey, right?
Yeah, that's South. Mm-hmm.
We're Central Jersey.
You're Central?
We're like right in the middle.
Oh, that's by Asbury Park. So, yeah. Right.
You gotta excuse me. I'm from the north, so everything
It's okay.
north is South Jersey to me.
Yep.
I'm in South Jersey now, but and back to her bio, and she holds her BA in English from Rutgers Newark University. She has provided freelance editing services to indie authors and produced creative writing workshops and slams under her brainchild, Open Words. C'est la vie. I got that right this time.
Yeah.
C'est la vie, the second edition, is her first published book of poems, out and available on Amazon, but you can also contact her directly. But let her get all her money for her art. She deserves it. Currently, she resides in New York City, acting, modeling, and recording her poetry album, Minding My Bees.
All right.
Previously, poetry performances include the world-renowned Nuyorican Poets Cafe, the Jersey Shore Poetry Slam, and Word Play Cafe. Help me welcome the talented, the actor, the poet, the author, the one, the only, Jesslyn Blue.
Woo! Welcome, welcome. We're going to get
Thank
that
you.
information for the book, and we're going to put it up so that people can purchase or have it when they're ready to purchase after your performance. So never fear. We're going to get off the stage right now, though, and let you take it over and show them what you got, girl.
All right. Thank you.
We're stepping off.
All right, everyone. So this is a new piece that I've been working on. I've just finished the editing process, and I am ready to share with you. So here we go. I'm calling it Good Morning, America. Tell me the world isn't ugly. It's misunderstood from all the lashes across its back, all the shoe stomping across the growth spurt of its seedling, greedy fingers picking at its golden, black and brown bodies still swinging in the breeze, pressed under blue knees. Tell me we'll live and let live with the world harmoniously. Lie to me, if you have to, about universal acceptance and love. Lie on until the lie has infected the truth. Tell me I'm beautiful, strong, ready to love the hate of this world to death at 6 a.m., half awake, brow creased, contemplating why I wake up for America, but it will not wake the fuck up for me. Your alarm clock has been sobbing, beeping fire flares from internal scrambling. Mind whisks like omelets, brainwash, prepping, splashing of bloodletting, the pounding of bodies at death's door. Your alarm clock is the knocking of souls. Will you listen? Will you wake up or maintain the condition of the status quo by hitting snooze, wrapping bandages between severed limb and its origin, claiming time will heal all wounds? These wounds are begging you to listen. These wounds are assembling skeletal art displays for your viewing, pointing to the graveyards under your municipalities. The message is easily interpreted through the carnage. America, land of the legendary hemophiliac. We wonder if you would listen if you were drowning in your blood instead of ours. America, you have finally admitted that you are no longer great. Honestly, I think it was a lie to begin with that the media helped perpetuate. We could fucking debate, but the time for he said, she said has long passed when there are bodies in the streets being swept under badges. Thank you.
Wow, that was powerful, powerful. So like America. What was that line? America, you finally realize you're not Greek. What was that line, Jess?
America, you have finally admitted that you are no longer great.
Oh, well, you're no longer great. That was awesome. What was the motivation for that piece, Jess?
Well, honestly, it was everything that I'm seeing in the media, the news today, but also what I'm seeing today is just a cycle and a continuation of what has already been going on for so long. So for me, this poem is just an alarm clock that I hope will wake us all up.
It's definitely an awakening. It's not that this stuff is new, as you have said. This has been going on forever, and now it's in the forefront, and people are acting like, where'd this come from? So it's from the mouths of poets. We are the activists in today's society, and have been in the past. It is up to us to bring these stories, these truths forth, and I think that poem did just that. It's part of the awakening, getting these human beings to be more than just breathing and sucking up air, but also be thoughtful and outside of the box, and thinking of how we can progress as a people and as a country, once we get our people together, or unite our people, I should say it like that. But just thank you for that piece. It was amazing. Some of the things, some of the things from the audience are, that sister is powerful. And good morning, everybody. Wake up, wake up. People are sharing the feed in South Jersey, so that even though you say it's Central Jersey, you're going to be seen in South Jersey because they believe that you belong to them. And those are some of the comments from the Facebook feed. So James, what do you have to say about this young lady? New York.
Yeah, I definitely had the pleasure of featuring Jesslyn at my show, Blazing the Mic in Carteret. And I'm no stranger to her work. I love what she's doing. I also love her actor grind. Can you tell them some of the projects that you've been a part of, please? I know you didn't put in your bio, but they got to hear some of the things that you were blessed to be a part of. So please share with our audience.
Well, let me see. I'm recently working on a horror feature for an indie company called Bishop's Cove. Very scary. I'm the supportive best friend, so I don't get to go through all the horror, but I'm just like, I love you. It's okay. I'm there for you. You're not really that crazy. Before that, I was in a short film where I was the lead, and I was part of a polyamorous relationship where I had two boyfriends, and it was falling apart, and I had to keep it together. So that was very dramatic, but very comedic at the same time. I had a lot of fun filming that in 90-degree weather in a 3-story townhouse. So hot, trying to act like I'm so relaxed and sexy.
This is not sweat. I just took a shower.
Well, when you film with sound and you're getting vocals, you can't have anything on at all. They even unplug the refrigerators. Like, it has to be quiet. So, like, we couldn't turn the AC on. So it was just like,
oh, no.
You're there. And, you're the actress. And I'm like, yes. I'm like, that was fun and a great time and very interesting. A different role for me to play. I just wrapped a fun music video for an up-and-coming artist called Stunna B for Noble Filmworks. That was a full-on production. I've never had weave in my hair before, and they put all this stuff, and they had like a crown on my head, and I was the mistress of the dark.
Amazing. So, like, something now. Can we catch you in anything right now? Where, like, soon we can go and watch you do your thing?
I would say right now that you could watch would be, I'm in Life Lava's music video for Total Package. That's available right now. You could watch. You just Google that. There's a short film that I did maybe like a year ago. I'm really proud of. It's one of my favorites, but he entered it in all these film festivals, which is a good thing. And you could watch that right now too, actually. But because the film festival isn't live, it's virtual, which is great. And it's a $10 tickets if you want to watch the film currently.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
So I have a link to that as well if you want to check it out. It's called Phosphine.
Yes. Could you, James, I don't know if you can get the information from Jess to put it in our chat, but definitely can we put it on the Facebook live stream so that people can actually take it and write it down and go and check some of this out. We support the arts here. So they got to have the information to support it. So $10 is like, wow, let's spend the $10. Let's do that. Exactly. So I appreciate that you graced our stage. All the women tonight. I don't know if you guys are familiar that not only do I host When People Speak with James, I also host When Women Speak, which is a program just like When People Speak, except for all the artists are women. and women only. And we tell our truths through the mouths of women. And you can imagine what that's like. So I'm extending that invitation to any woman on the program tonight. Sorry, fellas, you only get to watch Facebook Live. So all the women, you're welcome to perform. I'll send out some DMs to you. I'll get your information. I'll hook up with you at a later time. But I wanted to extend that to everybody tonight. That's when women speak. So James, what else do we want to say to Jess?
Yeah, I definitely want to give her information on how they can also support her book. Jesslyn Blue's poetry book, C'est La Vie, is available right now on Amazon.com. Support the poet.
We as published authors, we do make more when you buy direct, but please, if you can't find us, go on to Amazon. We still get a cut of that. They get their cut too, though. Yeah. This is a segue into what James was going to say. I just wanted you to know that if you donate to the cause, James and I don't keep any of these proceeds. We may pay for the platform a little bit, but not often. We pay for that out of our pocket. But we do want to support our artists. We want to bring you talent. We want to bring you professionalism. We want to bring you top-notch energy. And I think the first three poets did that. So if you agree, $5, $10, whatever you can afford, so that we can pass that around to our talent that have joined us here. James, I'm sorry, I might be talking too much.
No, it's okay. And this is how you can do exactly how Amira said. Support us through Cash App at $ Amira Shabazz. And like she said, you know, we're trying to support our artists. You heard the show. You heard what's going on. They deserve it. You know, they work hard. They put their blood, sweat, and tears into these words and to their performance. So show them a little love and donate today. And, you know, you're supporting art, true art.
I think this is only like the second time that we've asked for donations, so we're not the kind that constantly ask. But I do think that people's time is worth something. So thank you if you should decide to help out. Thank you.